What's happening, crypto fam? Happy Monday. Good morning and welcome back to Love for Crypto. I'm Scott, and whether you're watching on IGT, Facebook or YouTube, it is a pleasure to have you here. I appreciate you taking the time out to view the content. Back in the car, back on the grind, got another contract. Don't know how long I'm going to be on it, so the videos may be are likely going to be a little bit earlier from now on, or at least until I'm off this job, however long it lasts. I've not even seen it yet, so could be a few days, could be a few weeks, could be a few months. We will see. It's patience and perspective again, what I want to speak about. Patience and perspective. The first thing I want to highlight is 14 to 16 transactions per second is generally what we're getting on the XRP ledger at the moment. So it scales up to 1500 on chain, and then with Codius and other technologies doing off-chain transactions, it can do many more. It's doing 14 to 16 at the moment per second. Excuse me. We've had platforms come out saying they're using it, the Mercury FX, MoneyGram, Money Netting that I did the other day. We've had the Cross in Korea. So we've got these platforms emerging that are saying, oh, we're using XRP, we're using RippleNet, and we're pushing these payment rails and new corridors. Now, people aren't realizing those new corridors are mostly of low value. Now, I was saying yesterday about the value of pesos and the Vietnamese dong and stuff like that next to the pound and the dollar, and the pennies each if that. Now, I'm not saying every single transaction that goes through it is extremely low, but it gives them the option to send extremely low payments like they couldn't do before through a banking system, or they was getting extremely high fees from another platform. They've now got new platforms emerging that's lowering the fees extremely, like an extreme amount. Not to zero, not to free yet, but the more that emerge, the more we see this level playing field emerge of payment rails, not just for remittance, but for all cross-border, all cross-network, and eventually all payments and settlements. It's like some people hear about a platform come out in the UK and they instantly expect every single foreign person in the UK to be sending payments home through that rail. Like, some of them might not even know about it yet, and they're still using another one that's slow. Payment rail to their country might not be open yet, and they're just simply waiting for it. We don't know. There could be the audible bastards, a big minimum send. I mean, if you're one of the only platforms out there at the moment, you're going to lower fees, but you're going to say, yeah, but you can only send that as a minimum. That then throws another little spanner in the works. Maybe people are like, oh, I'd love to use that, but I don't really want to send a million peso at a time. Don't really want to send 10 million dong at a time. I'd like to just send a little bit. So again, it comes down to not knowing all the details. Went on yesterday and it's a Korean platform. Couldn't read most of it, translated it, and it doesn't give much detail, not much about current volume or anything. So I just went to the XRP charts, and lo and behold, it's only 15 transactions per second. People need to realize that once that's up to 1500 transactions per second, it's crazy volume. Whether it's micro payments or not, it's gonna be a good amount of volume. 1500 transactions every second. Madness when you think about the whole internet of value, and then the off-chain. People are doubting it. Even people who've had hope and faith for so long are now beginning to doubt it, because they're wondering, like, well, what the fuck's going on? We was told we was waiting for adoption and for payment rails and for utility, and now it's got utility and nothing's happening. What do you mean nothing's happening? Because it's not going up. How do you know it's not raising the bottom slightly every fucking day or every week? How do you know that 2 months ago, if you'd have took all the trading volume out of what people are just trading with each other, the utility and payment rails would have been about 10 cents. Would have needed to be 10 cents per coin. But then a few weeks later, it needed to be 15, but you had trading on, so it's 30 odd. But then it needed to be 20. So we're trading, because it had a little bump, because it needed to be 20, and with the trading on top, it might have gone to 57, like we saw the other month. When you try to speculate what's happening like that, nothing's happening. No, you just mean it's not going up. It's not that nothing's happening. People are trading, mate. People are sending money here and there. It's not that nothing's happening. It's just that what you want to happen isn't happening yet. Oh, nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. You don't know that. You don't. You know that stuff is happening. So stop saying nothing's happening, because you know it clearly is happening. We know. It's just a matter of time and patience. Patience and perspective. There's going to come a day, like we all keep saying, there may come a day where we all wake up and it's jumped a few dollars. It may only ever go a little bit at a time. But if we're all completely honest with ourselves, we all know it needs to be a higher price to sustain a full-on stable internet of value, to not just facilitate the transaction and conversion of fiat currencies and other cryptocurrencies, but to facilitate the trading and transaction of every valuable asset on the planet. In the end, they will want everything of significant value on some sort of ledger in some way, shape or form in the future. And then even a criminal record to use, not valuable, but to someone else it is. And when they want or need to see it, it's got a little bit of value to them, hasn't it? So even things that you don't really think are valuable, they've got value. Your information, your name, address, date of birth, and your interests is now valuable. You can get all that on a personal ledger in the future. You can then dictate who gets your information and who pays what for it. Little smart contracts for fucking information. Who knows? Platforms aren't built yet. That's what we're waiting for. So I'm waiting for, personally, I'm waiting to see what happens after the global financial system is on a stable internet of value, and to see what people grow on top of that with regards to property development and sales, and the sales of cars and automobiles and other vehicles, and how business infrastructure works, how the payroll system and subscription services begin to change. All patience and perspective. It's just the way you look at it and how long you're willing to wait for it. Most of the world are clueless, guys. And again, we're only at 15 transactions per second. Yeah, it can scale up 100 times. 100 times to 1,500 transactions per second. Think about that. Think about that. It doesn't mean the value only scales up 100 times, because again, the amount of each transaction will vary. So how much does it need to be a stable internet of value? Some people say 10K, 5K, 1K, $100, $10. Some people say it doesn't even need to be $1 to do his job. Must be decent mathematicians if they know for certain. That's all I can say. Anyhow, I am gonna go and get ready for work. Start grinding away for them pennies on this new job. I hope everyone has a good week. Enjoy your week. Don't let little bits of news, FUD, or the lack of price movement bother you. Just get your head down and just get on with life and get happy. We've got to try and get happy, guys, before we get rich with happiness. And you won't give a fuck what your bank account looks like then. You know what I'm saying? You got a spare bit of coin today, you know the script, don't delay. Get some today. Ooh. Just a matter of time, guys. Just a matter of time. Patience and perspective. Live long and huddle. Health and happiness out to you and yours. You know the script. We love crypto. We love XRP. And we love you. Fuck yeah. Peace.